Parades have a certain appeal about them, whether it's the warm fuzzies of holiday parades or the splendor of the Main Street Electrical Parade. Disney's parades are a staple at the theme parks, but there was one parade so plain and normal, so bland and uninteresting. Oh, well, in that case, there was one parade so goofy, it's worth revisiting. This is The World According to Goofy. We all know Goofy, Mickey Mouse's longtime pal. Audiences first met him as Dippy Dog in the 1932 cartoon Mickey's Review. The scraggly character was reintroduced later that year as the dim-witted Goofy we all know and love to this day, earning the same recognition as the other characters in Disney's Fab Five. So, as the decades passed, Goofy's eventual 60th anniversary was going to be a big deal. For some context, Disney went all out for Mickey Mouse's 60th celebration with an entire theme park land at Magic Kingdom Park, and spirited parades among other festivities. Goofy hit 60 in 1992, and oh boy, did Disney celebrate it, just not with a dedicated theme park land like old Mickey Mouse. Goofy did get his own animated TV series, Goof Troop. It's no theme park land, but it was still a huge honor. Over at Disneyland Park, Disney said happy 60th by giving Goofy what all goofs of a certain age need: a medical checkup. Don't think too much about it. Disneyland had all sorts of new entertainment offerings in 1992, not just Goofy's annual physical. The park introduced shows such as the state-of-the-art Fantasmic and the charming Beauty and the Beast live on stage. Disneyland had one more surprise for Goofy and his 60th birthday. No, it wasn't as cutting edge as those other shows, but it was The World According to Goofy. This was a daytime parade that debuted June 19th, 1992, running twice daily down Disneyland's Main Street, USA. It had more Goofy than the world was ready for. Basically, if the recipe called for a pinch of Goofy, they added truckloads. Enough gabbing, let's get into it. First things first, this parade had a soundtrack that was just as good, if not better, than any cartoon show theme song at the time.
It's the world according to Goofy. It's the Goofy way.
The parade was just as mesmerizing as that bumping soundtrack. The World According to Goofy was a 4-part chronological retelling of what absolutely no one asked for: Goofy's lineage and their connection to major moments in history. To open things up, class was in session as Professor Ludwig von Drake stood atop a pile of history textbooks about Goofy's lineage. Apparently, Ludwig didn't care about his academic credibility because this lesson was asinine. Cracking open the first textbook, the earliest chapter started 1 million years BG. That's before Goofy. Welcome to the the prehysterical age. Oh, good one. You could almost hear the Flintstones theme song playing faintly in the distance, but no, this was the beginnings of Goofy. This section had one of those silly pantomime 2-person horse-type costumes, but as a derpy, lovable Stegosaurus instead. And seeing that Goofy skull was a bit unsettling. All the cave people were vibing, and for good reason, while the Buddy Geyser Band ripped.
Get down with the Goofosaurus.
The World According to Goofy set the record straight on a defining moment in natural history. Turns out Goofy's ancient relative, the Goofosaurus, had the great distinction of being responsible for the dinosaur extinction. That's right, forget what you learned in school. Goofy's ancestor and his sticky tar bath resort was the reason dinosaurs went extinct. Yabba dabba doo. The lesson continued to the next chapter, Egyptian Days. According to the textbook, when he got trapped in sand of the pyramid days, the Fairway Pharaoh began a sporting craze. Wait, Pharaoh? Did they really misspell Pharaoh? It's fine. That's a hard word to spell, and this was Goofy's world anyway. Here it is, everyone. The best part about this parade. The moment you've waited for. The Goofy Golf Ball. The Goof Ball? The Goof Ball. It was a golf ball that looked like Goofy. The floppy-eared, twiggy-legged, snake hat-wearing goofball stole the show. It kind of had the same energy as Sheldon Chick from Garfield and Friends, but goofier and golfier. A royal parade float with a wiggling snake below deck carried Her Highness Clarapatra. Get it? Like Cleopatra and Clarabelle Cow. Anyway, the parade got into the swing of things with ancient dancers and a mummified Goofy in a snappy little pyramid. The section ended with the unforgettable King Putt, the founder of golf.
King Putt, I'm the fairway pharaoh.
So it seemed Scotland had nothing to do with it. Golf was invented by Goofy's ancestors in ancient Egypt. Who knew? Wait, did King Putt have the body of a lion like a sphinx? People already can't figure out if Goofy is a cow or a dog. He's a dog, by the way. But now he's part big cat too? Mamma mia, let's move on to the penultimate era in this history lesson, the Renaissance. Renaissance paintings, dancing chefs, living Roman sculptures, and pizza makers swarmed the streets. No pizzaiolo could compare to the legendary Goofredo, Goofy's great-grandfather. Obviously, Goofredo created the famed Leaning Tower of Pizza, the result of making too many pizzas.
Hey, Mamma Mia, here's my recipe.
The world according to Goofy ended with a modern chapter in Goofy history. Goofy runs for president of Disneyland. That's right, Goofy was campaigning for, oh my gosh. Wow. Huh. Okay. Yep, that's the official Goofy pace car. Nothing to see here, nothing interesting whatsoever to point out, just a regular old bus. Was that Roger Rabbit and the Statue of Liberty and Abraham Lincoln jazzercising? Oh, and there's Goofy on a treadmill.
I'm running as fast as I can.
Oh, he's running on a treadmill for president. That's one yuck of a campaign. Well, there you have it, the history lesson on Goofy you never thought you needed. Somehow this parade wasn't some fever dream. It actually existed in the park that Walt built. Imagine being a family visiting Disneyland, waiting around to watch the parade because that should be nice, and then seeing this. The world according to Goofy lasted only a few months, ending in November 1992. It was an absolutely bonkers idea, and it's probably most remembered for the goofball. It was so ridiculous and makes the rounds online to this day, even inspiring an incredible fan costume. The textbook floats from the Goofy Parade can still be found as a part of Disneyland's Christmas Fantasy Parade. So when you see those floats during the magical holiday season, be sure to actually scratch that. In every moment, every season, be sure to remember the world according to Goofy. Thanks for watching, and special thanks to the Storybook Amusement patrons for making videos like this possible. Shout out to the producer credits Parallel Discover and Nick E. If you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it if you give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more. Grab some merch at storybookamusement.com, and for exclusive content, join the Storybook Amusement Patreon today for as little as $1 per month. Thanks everyone for watching.
The world according